Hello and welcome to episode 24 of the Gridiron Entertainment podcast, the official podcast where we talk about football and football only. I'm Mo.
And I'm Omar. And today we have trades. We have the draft tomorrow night. It's about to be it's going to be a great weekend. The next 3 days are going to be awesome. I'm very excited for the draft. So much is going on. But first off, we got to talk about Teddy Bridgewater officially traded to the Denver Broncos for a 6th-round pick. Mo, give me your thoughts on this. And what are the Broncos going to do now since they have the 9th overall pick? Like what are they going to do?
I think they're still going to draft a QB because, I don't trust Teddy Bridgewater as, a starting QB yet. So, yeah, or Drew Lock because he sucks.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, but there's people interested in their draft picks. I don't know what they're going to do.
They got to get a big package back if they want to trade because they probably know that Teddy Bridgewater is not the long-term solution going forward. He's not the guy.
They should trade their pick for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, they could, but they don't. Deshaun Watson still in some heavy lawsuits right now. Nothing much actually going on, by the way. We haven't heard much since he motioned last week. There hasn't really been much going on, but hopefully, after draft week, we're able to get a better understanding of what the next approach is going to be and whether Deshaun is actually innocent or not, so that we can just move forward from all of this. But yeah, Mo, so do you think Teddy Bridgewater is starting week 1 for the Denver Broncos, or do you think if they draft a rookie, do you think that they'll start him instead?
I feel like if they draft a rookie, they'll start him.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know, man. I feel like Teddy Bridgewater needs to sit he needs to sit back for a year.
Really?
Last season he underperformed in my opinion.
I think he underperformed as well. I mean, the team was really good. He missed a lot of throws. He overthrew
his deep ball is not good.
Nah. He was just in a good system in New Orleans, and I think now it just doesn't work. I think it just caught up to him. I mean, he's an upgrade in Denver, but he's not the guy going forward. If I'm the Broncos, if Trey Lance is still there, or if the 49ers are actually going to pick Trey Lance, if Justin Fields is still there, then, you pull the trigger and you take Justin Fields, So that's how I see it. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos do trade this pick, but it just depends on where the quarterbacks go. If all the quarterbacks are gone, I mean, I don't think they're going to pick Mac Jones. I don't think that they would pick Mac Jones. I think they'd rather pick a defensive player at that point if Trey Lance, Justin Fields are both gone. So, yeah, we'll see what happens on draft night. It should be interesting. And I'm excited. I just want to see some big trades, honestly, draft night. I just want to see some big trades. Next,
there probably will be some big trades.
Oh, most definitely. Yes. Hopefully, yeah, there has to be. Next up, according to Adam Schefter, Giants running back Saquon Barkley should be ready for week 1. Now, Saquon did suffer a torn ACL in week 2 of the season against the Chicago Bears. This is great signs for Saquon Barkley. I just want to see him do well this year. And also,
breaking news: the Giants have picked up the 5th-year option of Saquon Barkley,
which is the best move that they can do. So, Saquon, he's really got to I want him to I know he's doing his best, but now it's now or never. I really just want him to take that leap, and that offensive line has to play so much better for him because they're not doing that much to help him out at all.
Yeah, exactly. The O-line still sucks. I mean, if they draft an offensive lineman, they drafted Andrew Thomas, who's really bad.
Yeah, he's not that great. He is not that great. Let me ask you, do you think that Saquon, if healthy this season, do you think he'll rush for over 1,000 yards or under 1,000?
Definitely over 1,000. He's in my opinion, when healthy, he's the most talented running back in the league. So, I just want to see him play a full season with a decent O-line.
Me too. Because he has he's showing us how great he is. It's just every time he does, he always just gets hurt the next week or something. He's just one of the most unluckiest players in the NFL.
Exactly.
Bad offensive line, injuries, and he didn't have any injuries at Penn State, not that I know of,
Yeah, for real. I mean, that's what happens when you have a trash O line.
That is true. That's what happens when you're put in a terrible situation. And yeah, but I think Saquon, he's worth the pick. The Giants really need to stop wasting his career. And if they're gonna keep doing this, then Saquon deserves better and deserves to go to a different team that will actually utilize his talents.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Next up, the 49ers are undecided on which quarterback they want to take with the third overall pick. Now, obviously, the Giants are deciding between Mac Jones and Trey Lance.
The Giants.
I'm at the Giants, the Niners, sorry. So Kyle Shanahan wants Mac Jones. The front office wants Trey Lance. I would say just don't pick Mac Jones.
Dude, do you know what I hear?
Mm-hmm.
I heard the reason why the Niners aren't interested in Justin Fields anymore. Do you know how he has epilepsy?
Yes.
Yeah, like that. Like that's the reason why they're not interested. Like that's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Even though like he never had any issues, he's always took like his medication.
Exactly.
I don't know why they're not interested. Just because like he has like a condition that he could deal with.
Right? Like that makes no sense. I mean, you got to look at the talent that you're passing up on. You're passing up on one of the best quarterbacks from last season. You know what I'm saying? Like broke so many records at Ohio State. One of the top prospects coming out of high school as well.
Yeah, he's been hyped like his entire like life basically.
Yeah, he's been good. I mean, he's been good too. Like he's never been. I mean, the only time I feel like he was pretty much in the dust was when he was at Georgia and they embarrassed him pretty much. That's pretty much it. But overall, man.
And like, do you know how like they said like there's like Georgia fans who said the N-word to him?
Yeah.
That's so messed up, man.
Right?
Like they just treated him like garbage.
Yeah, I know. Would you rather have, I mean, at that point, would you rather have Jake Fromm or Justin Fields? I wonder how it would have gone if they started Justin Fields the rest of the way instead. But that's another what if for another day.
Thank God that didn't happen because
right. Yeah, we would have been right. Destroy us, man. For real. So pretty much like Mo, what would you do with the third overall pick? Like who are you running with? If you're the 49ers and you have these quarterbacks at the helm, who are you picking as your franchise quarterback of the future?
I mean, I'd obviously get Justin Fields, but like if it was between Trey Lance and Mac Jones, like the office is saying or whatever, I'd pick Trey Lance.
For me, it's either Trey Lance or Justin Fields is my guy. Like those are my guys.
Anyone other than Mac Jones, because Mac Jones,
he's not. Yeah. Like he's not bad, but he's not worth the top three. Like he's really not.
The perfect system. He had the best coach ever. He has a Heisman wide receiver. Like
best running back, one of the best running backs. Who's going to be a first round? Who's going to be a first round pick tomorrow night as well? So I mean, it's just he was in a great situation to succeed. So yeah, like I would go Trey Lance or Mac Jones, but if they screw up this pick, this is gonna set their franchise back for some time.
Dude, the Niners, they just suck at drafting when they have like a top 3 pick.
I mean, they drafted Bosa. It was a pretty good pick, but that's an obvious pick though. That's an obvious pick.
They got Solomon Thomas.
Yeah, that was bad. But like the Bosa pick, that's pretty obvious. I think that was
and they got Alex Smith over Aaron Rodgers.
Right? Man, I'm actually happy Aaron Rodgers didn't go there because, you know, I think that his career played out better now than it would have if he played in San Francisco.
He wouldn't be good because like Alex Smith, you get like a new coordinator like every year.
Exactly. How can you learn a new offense every year? That's impossible. That's impossible.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what the 49ers do tomorrow night. It's going to be interesting. Everyone's going to be at shock with whoever they pick because, you know, they're kind of like they're going back and forth about this all day. So if Adam Schefter is not right about the Mac Jones pick, I mean, like, man, like you're just wrong. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So next up, according to John McClain of the Houston Chronicle, the New York Jets, Miami Dolphins, Carolina Panthers, Denver Broncos, San Francisco 49ers, New England Patriots, Chicago Bears, and the Washington football team were the 8 teams interested in landing Deshaun Watson.
Wait, 8 of these teams. Is that like right now or like?
No, before the lawsuits. Before the lawsuits, these 8 teams were interested. Just imagine. I don't even know. Maybe the Bears. I don't even know.
One of them has to be at least interested.
Maybe the Bears.
There's like no teams interested.
Maybe Washington. Maybe the Bears. But like those were the teams that were interested before Deshaun Watson. Before the lawsuits came out. Like when he said, "I want to leave," that's when everyone started calling. Now everyone's kind of backed off, which it's tough.
I think they're waiting probably.
I think the two teams I can see, or maybe the three teams I can see him going to would be like Washington, Chicago, and probably New England.
No, he's not going to Chicago. Dude, no. The Bears front office suck. He's not going to Chicago.
I would pay him the bank, honestly. If I'm the Bears, I'd give him everything.
He's either going to like the Broncos or like the Giants or like Washington.
I would say Washington. Washington would be a cool spot for him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that'd be a sick team.
The Dolphins too. The Dolphins would be sick. Yeah, that would be sick.
I mean, I'd probably go to like Denver. That's like the best like system.
Yeah, I would too. For the 9th overall pick.
Their team is like stacked.
Right. They just need a quarterback. That's all they need.
Drew Lock sucks with like all that.
Right. Makes no sense, bro. Makes no sense, man. Honestly, he's done. Like that's it. Like I wouldn't.
Missouri QB suck.
When was the last time a Missouri quarterback was even good in the NFL?
I don't even know.
I don't even know either. Like I don't even know if they exist. So yeah. So like Mo, what do you think with Deshaun Watson? Like, do you think after these lawsuits, do you think they're actually going to be like a couple of these teams maybe interested in him? And do you think like they're actually going to make a push to sign him or to trade for him?
Yeah, you kidding me, dude? Why would you want? I mean, like, if I was like a team, I'd be like I would just like work like so hard to get Deshaun Watson.
What would you give?
He just changes the team.
Right. He does. What would you give for Deshaun Watson right now? Like, probably what would you give?
Probably like a 2 firsts or like a 1st and 2 seconds.
A 1st and 2 seconds. Okay.
A lot. Like he's so good.
Yeah, he's worth it. He is worth it. So
we'll see. When you have him, you're set.
Right? Yeah, he just makes your team astronomically better.
Dude, I'm just saying this right now. Whoever gets them, they're Super Bowl contenders immediately.
That is true. They are Super Bowl contenders. I agree with you on that. I do.
Like the Giants, they're gonna be so. I mean, I don't know. The last time, like, it's been a while since like people said that, but yeah, they're gonna be Super Bowl contenders.
I will say this: if Deshaun Watson does sit out and Danny Dimes does not have a great year this season, don't be surprised to see next offseason if the Giants actually do make a push for Deshaun Watson. Because, I mean, if Deshaun Watson's sitting out and the Texans aren't going to trade him, the Giants should probably make a move next season if the Daniel Jones experiment doesn't work. Or, I mean, Washington can do it right now if they want to. Washington could. They have assets to trade. They have enough assets to facilitate a trade. I don't want him to, but if he stays with the Texans, is he actually going to play for the Texans? I wouldn't.
Dude, like, I would just not talk to them. I'll just block all, like, the front office numbers. Like,
yeah.
Never talk to them again.
I think Deshaun Watson wants to talk, but I think he has to stay quiet because of, like, the lawsuit and stuff. Like, he can't really give out too much information, you know?
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens. I hope this ends really soon with Deshaun Watson on top and none of these allegations being true. But yeah, only thing we can do now is just wait and just see what happens with Deshaun. Next up, bro, let's talk about Julio Jones, man. So the Atlanta GM is taking calls for Julio Jones. Trade rumors are going around. Now, I will tell you this. Now, in our last mock draft, I said that the Falcons we're gonna pick a quarterback. I disagree. Now, looking back at it, I think that the Falcons are actually going to take.
They're never going to trade down, or they're going to get Kyle Pitts.
I'll get Kyle Pitts, bro. If they get Kyle Pitts, they're going to trade away Julio Jones. If they don't get Kyle Pitts and trade down, then most likely Julio Jones is probably going to stay. That's how I see it. So, like, where do you want to see Julio go, and what do you think his value is right now? Okay, well, we know you're going to say
he's going to Green Bay. Okay, Aaron Rodgers. Why would you not want to put Aaron Rodgers?
So why do you think that he would make a good fit in the offense? Like, what makes him a good fit?
He has Davantae Adams right next to him. He has Aaron Rodgers like throwing to him. Like, are you kidding me? Great O-line.
Yeah. Do you think the offense is for him? Like, do you think that he'll fit right into the offense?
Yeah.
Like, is he the wide receiver 1 or is he the wide receiver 2 though? Let me ask you
No,
that.
we're gonna have 2 wide receiver 1s. Okay, there's no wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2. There's gonna be 2 wide receiver 1s.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. What do you think his value is at right now?
Well, I mean, he's kind of aging. Dude, this is like prime Julio.
And this
Oh
was like
my
Julio
god.
from like 3 years ago. He'd be worth
Yeah.
so much, but
I mean,
I
he's
would,
still worth a lot.
yeah, he is. I would say he's not worth a first round pick though.
Really?
Nah, if it's like a late first, if it's like the Packers first, it's worth it. Now, let me ask you a question, right? Let's say like tomorrow night, the Packers make the trade and they choose to trade their pick for Julio Jones. Would you be opposed to it or would you be happy with it?
I mean, I'd be happy with it because like we get a receiver, so we don't have to deal with that. And then like the second round, we can get like a corner.
Yeah, you could. You could. Bro,
As long
about
as Julio stays healthy, like we're good.
as long as Julio produces, man. Like I now the question is, does he want to leave Atlanta? And I really don't think he wants to leave. But if I'm Julio Jones and the Falcons are actually going to trade him, I would like if I'm Julio, I would tell them trade me to a contender, trade me to the Packers, trade me to the Ravens, or like maybe I don't know, maybe the Raiders would be nice. Actually, that would actually be very interesting to see him in and silver and black. That'd actually be
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
like I just want to get a ring.
I want him to get that ring too, man. He deserves it. He had his chance.
Yeah, but he's
Just
choked.
28-3 happened. 28-3. So yeah, if Julio gets traded on draft night, that's gonna be one of the biggest trades to happen like in a long time, I think.
Dude, I
Like,
think the draft even crazier.
right? So I would go with that. And him, I would say him and maybe like Jimmy Garoppolo getting. I don't think that's going to be like a big surprise. If Jimmy Garoppolo does get traded, I don't think it would be a surprise because he probably knows right now that he's pretty much gone.
I mean, I feel
So
bad. Like they said he's their guy, and then I mean, I knew it. Like whenever like a coach says he's our guy, they always lie.
yeah, just I wouldn't promise anything. The NFL is a cutthroat business. I mean, anyway, like in general, Jimmy Garoppolo should know like you shouldn't trust anyone like in the NFL because like it's a business. Everything changes every day, you know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what I mean, that applies to Julio. I mean, you said like, oh, he doesn't want to leave to Atlanta, or he doesn't want to leave Atlanta. What's a business? So you have to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they have control over his rights. So I mean, yeah, I mean, Julio's yeah, if I'm Julio and they're actually going to facilitate a trade with him, I would trade him to like a contender. But I'll say this though, if the Packers do swing a trade for their pick for Julio, I don't think it's a bad trade. I would actually take that. Instead of drafting a rookie, you kind of get a guy that's well established and you get one of the best wide receivers in the game.
But we're gonna have 2 Hall of Fame wide receivers. Oh my god.
Davantae Adams is a Hall of Famer
Yeah. Are you
already.
kidding me?
Already?
Did you not see his last season? Did you not see last season?
No, he was great.
Dude,
Already that quick?
always hating on Devontae. Always.
I like Davantae though. I wish I had him in fantasy, but you had him, so
Yeah, I'll get him again.
nope. I will get him this time.
No, I'm gonna
Uh,
get Aaron Rodgers. No, I'm gonna get Mahomes. Then
uh,
I'm gonna get Devontae Adams. Then I'm gonna
uh,
get D Hop, and then I'm gonna get Christian McCaffrey. Yeah.
we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Speaking of the Packers GM Brian Gunkunst. How do you say his name? How do you say his name, Mo? Yeah, how do you say his name?
I think it's Goodquist.
Guquist. Okay, I'm gonna go with.
I just call him an idiot.
Said the Packers are working through multiple options to reduce their salary cap, including restructuring Rodgers' contract. The quarterback has no guaranteed money left on a deal that carries through the end of 2023. Oh, so okay, that's some time. Okay, Mo. Obviously, the Packers are in salary cap hell. You signed Aaron Jones. Aaron Rodgers got that big contract, which he deserves, obviously.
And by the way, we picked up Jair Alexander's 5th-year option.
Okay, great. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let me ask you this, Mo. Like, do you actually think that the Packers are going to find a way to reduce the cap and bring in somebody to help Aaron Rodgers out or to help the Packers out in general?
Yeah, definitely. Because
Okay.
we just we need that boost, Like Julio would be perfect. And then if we get draft a corner to replace that idiot Kevin King.
Well, you re-signed him. You re-signed him.
Okay, yeah, but we still need to get a corner.
Man, Kevin King.
There's a lot of good corners.
By the way, the secondary in this draft class is pretty strong. I'll say the weakest part of this draft class is the defensive the D line. D line is bad. Defensive interior line is pretty bad.
We don't need D line, honestly.
I know, but in general, it's just bad. This draft is bad. But okay, so I'm just surprised that it's taking this long though. As I don't know why it's taking so long for the Packers to do this. This should have been done a month, 2 months ago. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, better late than never.
It hasn't been done yet, though.
Okay, well, we'll be done. And also,
yes.
The Packers, I'd say, if we get Julio, we don't need to draft a receiver. And then we could get, a corner. Then we could get a linebacker because we need a linebacker. We could get and some O-line. That's easy. Dude,
yeah.
Our offensive line, we have the best development in offensive line, in the league right now.
Yeah, you couldn't beat the Bucs.
Okay. First off, we didn't have David Bakhtiari. Okay, that would have been a big difference.
Yeah, that was bad, by the way.
The rest helped with Bucs.
That was bad. David Bakhtiari was a big loss. That was massive. Because it happened. Didn't it happen the weekend before?
That happened week 14.
That's so late in the season, man. That's one of the worst times.
But it's all good. He's coming back. Big Bach.
Yeah,
Best left tackle in the league.
Yeah. He's a great left tackle. Yeah. He is. Him and Trent Williams are top 2. So, but yeah, man. I mean, I can see. I think that the Packers will find a way to restructure the contract. I just think maybe Aaron Rodgers feels a different way, but I think A-Rod, whatever he'll do to help the team, I don't think he'll mind. I mean, I think you've seen what Brady does. You know what I'm saying? And see how many rings he has, right? Because he restructures his contract. He doesn't get the big money. So I think if the Packers, if A-Rod knows the Packers' plans in the salary cap and that they're going to bring in someone that he actually really likes, I don't think A-Rod minds restructuring the contract. Plus, I mean, the guy has so much money. I don't think it should really matter.
If we get Julio, I feel like he's going to be satisfied.
I think if he gets a top weapon, I think it'll be okay. And also maybe you need a linebacker, but anyways, I'm looking at the linebacker free agency class. It's not really that strong. I would actually draft a linebacker in the second round if I'm the Packers. It actually would not be a bad idea. You need a linebacker and a corner on defense.
Oh, we got a lot of picks.
Yeah, you do. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the Packers restructuring their cap. I think that they will find a way to get it done and help Aaron Rodgers get some help because he needs it, and it would be nice to see him win a Super Bowl or make it to one at that. So yeah.
Man, we only need to get past the Bucs and we're good.
Yeah, if you get past the Bucs, you'll be fine. You just got to get over that hump, and you'll be okay. Next up, in other Packers news, the Packers are rumored to have a connection with picking Rashod Bateman out of Arizona State. He's good. Rashod Bateman is good.
I don't mind. If we don't get Julio, I don't mind because forget him. He's a beast.
I want Rashod Bateman to come to the Ravens. So real talk.
Well, no, you guys are gonna get Rondell Moore. Or no, you guys are gonna draft another pointless defensive player, huh?
Nope, we're gonna get a wide receiver. No, they said
front office is so dumb.
No, the Ravens are set up picking a wide receiver. I read an article yesterday. I read the headline. It says that the Ravens are keen on picking a wide receiver this draft.
Yeah, who's the source?
PR.
Dude, PR are dumb.
Bleacher Report.
They didn't have the Panthers getting a QB in the mock draft.
NFL Network did have that. Surprisingly, I wouldn't. Why would you trade for Sam Darnold then? You might as well just not have done that if that's the case. But I think that was before the Darnold trade, was it not? I'm pretty sure it was before.
Dude, PFF, they just tweeted this. It's who's stopping this hypothetical Titans offense? It has Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, AJ Brown, and Julio.
Oh.
And the Titans do. Why?
They don't have Corey Davis
They
anymore.
need defense.
They do need defense. I would actually focus more on the defense or maybe offensive line. That's what I would do. But anyways, but yeah, Mo, like, what do you think of Rashod Bateman? Do you think he can be a plug and play? He can start immediately for the Packers?
Yeah, definitely.
Wide receiver 2 type. Is that what you're thinking? So like it would be wide receiver 1, Tay. It'll be wide receiver 2, Bateman. Who's your 3? Is it Scantling?
Probably
Or is it Lazard? And who's your 4? Scantling has potential. He's just inconsistent.
He's like the most inconsistent receiver I've ever seen in my life. Like one play, he'll make like a insane like catch, and then the next he's gonna drop a wide open touchdown.
Bro, if I'm Aaron Rodgers and I throw a wide open touchdown to a receiver and the receiver drops it, I would be so furious.
Yeah, he did that against the Bears. He was wide open deep, and he dropped it. How is this? How are you a professional NFL player and the easiest catch in your life, and you drop it?
Because he's thinking too much. That's why.
Don't dig, just catch it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's no thought. You're literally wide open. You have nothing to worry about. You can make the catch. You've done this 100 times, over 100 times. You can do it, you know?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We drafted you.
Yeah.
Catch touchdowns.
What was he? What was he? A second round pick or a third round pick?
I don't know. I never remember the game drafted.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, man. I can see Rashod Bateman to the Packers, but I mean they're gonna go after a receiver, whether it's Rashod or whether it's Terrence Marshall. Those two would not be bad options. I will say that. So yeah. Next up, the Bucs have re-signed Antonio Brown. So pretty much the Bucs are bringing back everybody. Congratulations, Bucs. So these guys are obviously trying to go for a repeat. I'll say this right now. I really don't think the Bucs are going to repeat. I think they'll make the Super Bowl, but do I think they'll win it the second time around? Probably not. I don't know if you agree with me. It's just hard to repeat, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, no team has went back to back. Crazy.
Right?
So, like the thing is, the Chiefs last year they brought back 20 of 22 of their starters, and they lost.
Yeah.
And now the Bucs, they brought back everyone.
Yeah. I'm looking.
Crazy. They brought back everyone.
Right? Yeah, they did. They had enough cap to bring everybody back for one more go.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, it is. The Chiefs, by the way, I think they're gonna make it back to the Super Bowl. I think they'll make it back. Have you seen the moves they made? Their offensive line looks really nice. Except for Mike Remmers. Yeah. Except for him. He's bad.
I mean that one bad O-line could make a difference.
Right? It really does.
And then you saw like the Panthers, like what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean the Bills, like the Bills could be serious contenders.
Yeah. So like Mo, where does AB play in this offense now? Is he still going to be like the slot guy? Because obviously you have Mike Evans, you have Chris Godwin, you had Scotty Miller, you have a lot of good wide receivers. Like, where do you plug in AB?
I mean, I'll put him in the slot. Or Godwin. They could like switch they could take turns being the slot.
That's actually not a bad idea.
AB still has the game. He's a beast. People forget he was like the best receiver for like 5 years straight.
Right? Yeah. He like 2 year bro. I remember in the 2019 season, he was one of the best wide receivers in the game. Like,
dude, like 20
top three.
20 like 14 to like 2018. Oh my god. He was good every year.
Right. Yeah, he was. And then I don't know what the heck happened, bro. Like, I don't know why he didn't suck. Yeah. Yeah, screw the Steelers. Yeah, they do. They do suck. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But yeah, man. I mean, the Bucs bringing back everybody. This is just great. I mean, for them, because they want to keep winning championships. They want to keep Brady wants to keep solidifying his legacy as the best.
But here's the thing: how long is this gonna last?
I think this will probably last. I think they already did what the Bucs already did a great job in winning. Like their goal was to win a Super Bowl. They went all out on the full like win now mode, and they did win it. If they do it again, I mean, it's impressive. But now the question is, what happens when Brady does retire? Like, who's next up? Obviously, the team is still very young.
I feel like if Brady retires, like the Bucs are gonna fall off for a little.
Yeah, but unless they find a good quarterback, like a rookie that they sign, you know, unless they
Yeah.
find a good rookie quarterback. Oh yeah, by the way, one of the dumbest things I saw yesterday was someone had Justin Fields falling all the way down to 32 to the Bucs.
What? Whose list was that?
It was Chris Sims. Uh, yeah,
Who's that?
he's on NBC, Pro Football Network, or whatever the show's
Dude, he
called.
needs to get fired.
Pro Football Talk. He had Justin Fields dropping all the way down to number 32.
Dude, why? Why
I don't
would he
even know.
fall that far?
Max, right? Justin Fields, if he is actually gonna fall, he's not gonna fall that far. He'll probably fall to like the Patriots.
Yeah, or like the Broncos.
Yeah. But like the lowest I think he'll go would be like maybe 15, but he's not going any lower than that. And if he goes any lower than that, that's just sad.
And even if he goes to 15, that's still dumb.
Yeah, it is. Even if he does go to 15, it's still, I mean, you're passing up on
I don't know why teams think Mac Jones is better than Justin Fields. Like, that's just blasphemy.
It is blasphemy. Good job, Stephen A. Yes, it is. I agree. I don't want Justin Fields to fall off. I think Justin Fields is a top 10 pick, top 3 pick, but the 49ers don't think that he is a top 3 pick.
I mean, dude, are the Niners gonna do like a Bears? They're gonna draft like fast Mac Jones over other good QBs that are better.
Oh yeah, the Mitchell and like
That's
how the
like one of the worst draft picks ever.
oh yeah, when the Bears picked Mitch, yeah, that was pretty bad. You had Deshaun Watson, you had Patrick Watson. Oh yeah, did you know that the Saints were actually thinking about picking Patrick Mahomes that year if the Chiefs didn't trade up? Yeah,
dude,
imagine.
That was like one pick too. The Chiefs, right. It was the Chiefs then the Saints.
Yeah,
dude. Drew Brees. Like, what would Drew Brees be doing?
He'd probably get traded, man, or he would sit. So he would sit for that. So 2017, Drew Brees would play, and then 2018. I mean, I would see what you have in Mahomes and trade Drew Brees for a good value. And Drew Brees would probably, I don't know where he would go. Maybe the Broncos would not have been a bad idea back then. 2018 would not have been a bad idea.
That's when the Saints were still great.
Yeah, they were still really good.
That's when they went to the championship game, right? 2018.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Was it to 2017-18 season or 18-19? I think it was 18-19. It was 18-19, yeah, because the Rams played in the Super Bowl that year. Yeah. So Bucs signing AB, good thing for the Bucs. And next up, we got the Broncos. So obviously they traded for Teddy Bridgewater today for a 6th-round pick, and now there are a lot of teams calling up for that 9th overall pick. Mo, I want to ask you, who calls up for that pick? Like, what do you think happens with the Broncos pick? Do you think they're gonna stay, or do you see a team like maybe the Eagles or like the Giants or like the Patriots trading up with the Broncos?
I mean, dude, I don't know. This is tough because I'd like wait and see like what happens with the Niners. Like if they get like Mac Jones, then Justin Fields falls all the way to their pick, I'd get him. But like if the Niners get Justin Fields, and then they could draft like Trey Lance. I don't know. They could do anything.
If Trey Lance and Justin Fields are not there anymore, I would trade down. If I don't think the Broncos would pick Mac Jones. Would they? Nah, I don't think they would. No,
they wouldn't.
I don't think they would. I don't think it's worth it.
I think they either want Trey Lance or Justin Fields.
I would say that too. Trey Lance in a Broncos uniform would look so nice, though.
Yeah.
Or a Niners uniform. Man, why do I see like Trey Lance and I think, oh, that could have been Deshaun? That could be Deshaun Watson. I don't know why I think that so much.
How?
I don't know. But I like Trey Lance. I think he's one of the more underrated guys. Like he's good, but I think he's underrated. But everyone thinks he's like good. I just think he's underrated in this draft class because I think he has the most to prove considering he plays at a smaller school. That's what I think.
Yeah, he plays D2.
And he played like one game. He played one game last
All right,
year.
but dude, like he had that one season where he didn't even throw any picks. That's still crazy.
Right? Yeah. I think with Trey Lance, if he goes to the Niners or the Broncos, he's gonna do great. I
Yeah, I
think
mean
he's gonna
those are
do
both
great.
good systems.
Yeah. But Justin Fields, like, let me ask you, if Justin Fields goes to a team where they're still like rebuilding, do you think that he can still carry the load? Or do you think it's gonna be like another
Like which
what?
team?
I'm trying to think. I'm hearing the Lions might want him. Like, what do you think about that? I think the Lions are probably going to go for Jamar Chase.
Dude, they need a receiver. Dude,
They
they have no receivers.
they have nobody to throw to.
Oh my god. But like, I mean, obviously, if he does go for some reason to like those one of those teams, then obviously he's not going to do as good as he can for the Niners. Because like the Niners, they have great receivers, young receivers. They have like a top 5 head coach in my opinion. They have a great defense coming back. They have a great O line. Like it's perfect.
The
I
run
feel like
game is
whoever,
great. The run game
I
is
feel like
great
if
too.
like yeah, I feel like if Justin Fields or Trey Lance goes to the Niners, they're gonna do great.
Okay. Okay. I think right now with the Broncos, I think it just depends on if the quarterbacks are still there. If Justin Fields and Trey Lance are gone, I think I can see them trading down. There would be no point of being a top 10 pick. I would just trade down. Or they can draft Michael Parsons. But in my opinion, I think Michael Parsons might drop a little bit. So
If you're the Broncos, what would you do?
if I'm the Broncos, if Trey Lance and Justin Fields are not there, I am trading down. And guess what? If they get Mac Jones later in the draft, like late in the draft, I wouldn't be mad about it. Because I would be like, they didn't waste a top 10, a top 10 pick on Mac Jones. But if I am them, I would trade down and I would go for best player available, in my opinion.
Dang,
So
is the draft really tomorrow?
yeah, it is tomorrow.
Dude, what time?
8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. We gotta watch the
I mean,
draft, man.
just don't look at your phone because Adam Schefter tweets like
Oh, I'm turning
five.
off. Yeah, I'm
He
turning it
tweets
off.
like 5 minutes before the draft to even like. I don't know how he gets it so early.
Yeah, for real. Well, I mean, I think when you broadcast it compared to being there, I think I don't know why it feels like I feel like when you're there, it's just so ahead.
Do you think like is it because like he has like sources like in every team's like war room?
Yeah, he does.
That's crazy.
Right. But yeah, man, 7 o'clock. We gotta 7 o'clock your time. We gotta watch the draft, man. We gotta get ready for that draft, see how it goes. I want to see like the top 10, and I just want to see big trades happen, honestly. So
Yeah.
yeah. Speaking of trades, what trade, Mo? So tomorrow's the draft. What trades would you like to see tomorrow night? Like, what's a one big trade that you want to see happen?
I mean, obviously, I want to see the Niners get Justin Fields. I mean, I don't know what the Packers are gonna do.
Okay. Okay.
Imagine they trade for Julio on draft night.
Oh, that would be crazy. I know you're gonna be jumping up and down. You're gonna be
There's
like,
gonna be so many trades.
there are gonna be a lot of. I think there will be a lot of trades. It's just like, what's gonna happen? Like, what trades are gonna go down?
This is
What
the hardest draft to like predict in a while.
it is. I can see. I
But
can
the thing about
see.
like last year is like pretty predictable.
It was pretty predictable. It was pretty much like, okay, it's straightforward. Oh, they have a draft need. Oh, okay, they're gonna pick this guy. Okay, move on. Like, it was very
I mean, the only
predictable.
like draft or the only like pick I was like kind of like questionable about was the Dolphins drafting Tua. I thought they weren't gonna get him, honestly.
I thought the Justin Herbert one was questionable as well.
I mean, obviously looking at it now, it wasn't. It
Nope,
was
obviously
amazing.
no. Yeah, oh, yeah, most definitely. It was great. It
Dude,
was a great pick.
Justin Herbert just bamboozled us all.
He showed us, man. He proved us all wrong. But yeah, man. This is what I want to see. I would like to see a shocker trade. It's not going to happen. If there were no lawsuits, I would have liked to see the Broncos trade the 9th overall pick to the Texans for Deshaun Watson. That's the one trade I would like to see. But sadly, that's not going to happen because, lawsuits. But imagine.
Oh yeah, dude, Deshaun Watson getting traded on draft night
Imagine.
for real. I mean, it's not gonna happen.
I wish it could happen, man. That would be one of the biggest trades. Another one that would be interesting to me is if the Cowboys actually do trade up with the Falcons to get Kyle Pitts. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think that it would be pretty cool if it did.
Wait, who's trading up to the
The
Falcons?
Cowboys.
Oh, the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
I get it, dude. They need defense. Like, oh my
yeah,
god, they have probably the worst defense in the league.
they're gonna draft Patrick Surtain. That's gonna be like the first defensive player off the board.
They do that offense. They can't just drop like 50 points just to win a game every week.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'd like to see. I don't think a trade's gonna. I think I'd like to see the Saints trade up and get Caleb Farley. I think that would be pretty good. I would say maybe draft a quarterback, but I don't think they're gonna draft Mac Jones. So yeah. I want to see what the Ravens are going to do with number 31. I think that they have enough assets that they could trade the pick, because if they do get a wide receiver at 28, which I think that they will, or not 28.
I mean, what if they get like a defensive player? Will you be mad?
Depends on if we get the wide receiver first. If we get the wide receiver first, I don't care if they get a defensive player next.
What's like a pick? Like, if they pick someone, you're gonna be mad.
Like, a pick that will make me mad. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I don't know what pick would make me mad. I really don't know. I guess like an interior D lineman, but they're not that great this draft. So, what about you? What about you? Like,
I mean, if the Packers get like, if they don't get either a corner or the receiver in the first round, would be quite practically pissed off.
You were pretty mad about the Jordan Love pick, weren't you? Okay. Let me ask you this.
No, I was just confused. Like, why?
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard about this, but there are rumors going around that the Packers might trade Jordan Love on draft night.
The Patriots.
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, my picture was fake.
I know.
I don't know.
But if they actually did do that, like, what would the Packers get in return?
I don't know why the Patriots would want Jordan Love though.
I think maybe Bill Belichick sees something in him. I don't know.
I'd rather have Justin Fields. Like, I'd rather trade up for Justin Fields than Jordan Love.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, like, I just want to see where Jimmy G is gonna go. Like, I want to see if he's actually gonna get traded, which I think he will be. I want to see where he's gonna end up going. Watch him end up going to like the Bears or something.
That'd be weird.
Right? It's an upgrade, but it'll be weird. He's going from like the nice weather in San Francisco to like
no, for the Bears, just as long as like Deshaun Watson doesn't go to the Bears, I'll be happy. Or like Russell Wilson. Okay.
Why?
I don't want a good receiver or QB on the Bears. I want the Bears to suck forever. Screw the Bears.
Well, imagine the Bears with Deshaun Watson.
God, I hate the Bears. I hate everything about them. I hate their logo. I hate their fans. I hate their the only cool thing I like about them is their jerseys. Their jerseys are cool.
And their deep dish pizza. Their deep dish pizza is pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not hating on Chicago. I like Chicago, but like the Bears.
Yeah. The Bears, the team, the franchise itself. Yeah, I'm surprised their GM is still there, by the way, after everything that's happened.
Should have went to the Packers. I don't know why he went to the Bears.
Well, I mean, you guys could have traded.
We got Zadarius Smith.
You guys, because you guys had 2 first-round picks. You could have traded them away. But then again, who did you pick with those 2 first-round picks? Jair Alexander.
Rashawn Gary.
Rashawn Gary? Oh no.
We got Rashawn Gary and Darnell Savage, I think.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Darnell Savage is good.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty good. But yeah, I'm excited for draft night. See, the thing is, I'm trying to think of more trades, but I can't. Like, I'm thinking of like the what if. Now, okay, I have another one. I think that if Justin Fields is falling, I could see Washington trading up the 19th pick and trying to get into the top 15 to try and get him.
Dang.
But then again, do they actually want to draft another Ohio State quarterback?
I mean, yeah, the last one they did.
Pretty bad. Yeah.
Wayne Haskins.
Yeah.
But he's just an idiot.
Yeah, he's just dumb. He's not smart. He's just dumb, man. Just getting into trouble. Can't stay.
At least he's still on the team. Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the Steelers.
Yeah. That's not bad. At least he got a job. But yeah, man. I mean, I could see Washington potentially trading up for a quarterback. But I don't think that they should. I don't mind Ryan Fitzpatrick for this year, but like because like honestly, after Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence are gone, I'm not interested in any of the quarterbacks. If I now Washington could draft a quarterback in the second round, they could do that too. So there's also second rounds because Kyle Trask is getting another look. Kellen Mond is getting another look. Like that's what I think will happen. Like Mo, let me ask you, like before, like I move on to the next segment. Which quarterback besides the top 5 that are probably going to get drafted on draft night do you see making an impact, like a day 2 or day 3 guy? Like which quarterback?
Probably Kyle Trask. I feel like he's like the most underrated QB in this class because he's literally a Heisman finalist and no one is talking about him.
Yeah, right. That's what I said, and everyone's like, "Nah, bro." He's like, "No, he's not. He's a Heisman finalist. How does he suck?"
He had a good year last year.
He did. If you put him on the Saints, bro, just watch out.
Yeah. Or I mean, Kellen Mond is like I saw like his A-Day or no, not his A-Day, like his trade or pro day. Like he looked pretty good.
He did look good. I mean, I like Kellen Mond. I like him a lot. I think he's like that type of
He didn't
guy.
go to Auburn. He had like the Auburn. It's like that picture of him wearing like Auburn gear.
Yeah, he was about to go to Auburn, and then he decommitted and went to A&M. We could have had him over like any other bad quarterback we had for those years.
Yeah.
Before Stidham, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, man.
At least he wasn't like amazing. At least he wasn't like Justin Fields.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for draft night. I just want to see like some big trades happen, and I know that there will be some. But yeah, get ready for tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. The draft's gonna be fun tomorrow night. All right, next up.
I mean, do you want to do like a live stream of the drafts or reaction?
I'll think about it. I don't know. I can't really give you an answer right now. I'll think about it. Yeah, I'll think about it. It wouldn't be a bad idea. But I'm eating when the draft is on. So yeah. So I don't really know if we can.
Wait, is the second round being like is the second round the same day as the first round?
No, the second round is on Friday. Second and third round. Second and third round.
So like the first round is only gonna be like that's it.
Yeah.
That's long, but like
man, I mean Saturday's a long day too. I'm probably gonna be sitting.
One thing I want to see like on tomorrow is Deshaun Watson getting traded.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. If that actually happened, Deshaun Watson actually got traded, that would be sick.
Yeah.
All right. So in our last and final segment, every week we talk about our team, what they need to do to succeed. This week we have the Dallas Cowboys. Now, Dallas has had an interesting offseason. They signed their franchise quarterback of the future and Dak Prescott to a big contract. And they already secured Amari Cooper and Zeke already. They're already on their contracts. So Marcus Lawrence is also on his contract. They currently have $8.1 million in cap space. And Mo, I want to ask you. So I'm first off, before we start, I'm like, I don't like the Cowboys, so I don't want them to succeed. Besides Dak, because he's a good quarterback. But what do you think the Cowboys need to do? Obviously, last year, if they had Dak, they probably would have won the NFC East, but sadly, he got hurt. Like, what do the Cowboys need to do? Like, obviously, they had the 10th overall pick. We were talking about it earlier on the show. Like, is Patrick Surtain the top guy that they should go after? Do you think that he is the presumed 10th overall pick for the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, I mean, first, like last year, yeah, if Dak didn't get hurt, I feel like they would have won the division, but they would have gotten destroyed in the playoffs just because that terrible defense.
I agree.
And I mean, yeah, I'd get Patrick Surtain. I mean, if you don't want him, if J.C. Horn is still available, I'll get him, but I don't think he would be.
No, I think J.C. Horn would be available because I'm hearing the rumors that the Eagles are linked to him. But I'm thinking if I'm the Eagles, I go after Jalen Waddle. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, I mean the Cowboys, they have the potential. It's just the defense is so bad. Like they need a decent defense. Like the defense ranks like bottom of the NFL.
That's what's holding them back. Like their offense is like great. Like they got Michael Gallup is a good receiver.
Amari Cooper.
Yeah, like that. They have that, and they have a good O line.
CeeDee Lamb is also really good.
Yeah, like, they have a good offense, but that defense is so bad.
Yeah.
Like, everything about it.
Yeah. So I'm looking at their draft picks. They have 1 day 1 pick, 5 day 2 picks, and 4 day 3 picks. They have a lot of picks. That's all I'll say. I'm saying this, like, they really need to go after a corner. And I think the whole draft maybe focus on defense because Sean Lee retired. Also breaking, like, forgot to mention on the show, Sean Lee has retired after 11 years with the Cowboys. I'm looking at their free agents now. They did bring back Jordan Lewis, their corner. They lost Andy Dalton. They lost Chidobe Awuzie, Cam Irving. They're doing some things on defense. Like they brought in Keanu Neal, which is a good signing. We talked about it the other day. He was a good signing.
They get him.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, they're making some moves on the D line. I think they're mostly like depth moves, like they're cheap. But overall, like they really gotta prioritize the defense this draft. I think this draft, and offensive line. I would also say the offensive line is one you prioritize because they don't have their offensive line is getting old as well.
They got Zach Martin.
They do have Zach Martin, yeah. But they need to draft. They need to focus on the D line. I mean, the O line as well. They need to maybe. I would say maybe in like the 3rd round. They have 2/3. I would go O line with those picks. The first and 2nd round pick, I would go defense. And then like the rest of the draft, I mean, from 4th round to the 7th round, day 3, you can pretty much play around with whatever they want to do. I would say focus on the linebackers as well. But But yeah, man, like, I mean, the Cowboys, they have an abundance of talent. They have the potential to win the division. It's like every year they do have a chance because when you have Dak Prescott and you have that great offense there, you have a chance to win. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at their schedule. I want to see who they're playing, like which division they're playing. And because like the schedules are coming out May 12th. So there's that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're playing. So I want to see this. Pretty
what
much.
divisions are they playing?
They're playing the NFC South and the NFC South and the AFC. What is it? Oh, they're playing the AFC. They're playing the AFC West.
Yeah, so they have to play the Chiefs.
They're playing the Chiefs. They're playing the Cardinals as well. They're playing the Cardinals.
Other than that, they have like an easy schedule.
It's not bad. I mean, you can get through the Raiders and the Broncos unless the Broncos get a really good quarterback. And the Chargers. I think the only team I could see them losing to would probably be the Chiefs. They could lose to the Broncos though. They could lose because last time they played each other, they did lose. They play the Falcons again. They play the Falcons again. The Panthers are going to be tough. They play at the Bucs as well. I'm not saying they could possibly win 9 games if they have a good defense, or 10 games. Because the Eagles are not, I throw them out. The Giants and Washington are going to be a problem for them in the division. Yeah. Unless injuries happen. But
that's why I like that division. Like, it's always competitive.
Yeah, but it's so bad.
And it's the most hated division.
Yeah.
Everyone hates those 4 teams. Except like Washington.
Yeah. So like, what do you think, Mo? Like, how do you think the Cowboys would do? Do you think they're actually going to make it they're going to make it to the playoffs this season, or do you think that they're going to miss out?
Well, I mean, like, if everyone stays healthy and like their defense gets sorted, I could see it. Yeah. But like, I feel like they're not like ready to take the next step yet. You know what I mean?
And we also have question marks about Dak, and we really don't know how he's going to be doing. I think he's going to have a good season.
Zeke needs to bounce back.
Yeah, Zeke does. Those fumbles are not good.
He didn't do good last year.
No, he did not. He did not. So the Cowboys could potentially win 9-10 games. If they did have Dak last season, they would have won the division. But, he got hurt, sadly. But I can see the Cowboys winning 9-10 games. They should be able to bounce back. But I'm gonna say this: I don't like Mike McCarthy as their coach. Sorry,
I forgot he's their coach.
Yeah, Mo, you have a lot of history with him. Remember when he lost that game to the Cardinals and he got fired? Yeah, good times.
No, that Big Mac eating idiot.
I'm surprised he still has a job as a head coach, man.
He's not good.
They should get Lincoln Riley, honestly. That's what I think. I thought they were gonna get Lincoln Riley.
That'd be a sick hiring. But not
That'd be
for the
sick.
college coach.
Yeah, me too. I like him in college as well. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, with Mike McCarthy,
college coaches like who go to the NFL, they don't usually do that good.
do you think Urban Meyer will do good?
I mean, after, like next year, Jacksonville's probably not going to do good still. I mean, I feel like in a few years,
yeah,
they could do something.
Their offense, like their receivers, their running back, and everything is good, but their defense is so bad.
Yeah, and their O line is like
it's pretty mediocre. So but yeah, man.
I'm like excited to see Trevor Lawrence.
Me too. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see Trevor Lawrence. He actually, I don't know if you heard. Do you know he converted he's in a Bitcoin company? Like he invested in a Bitcoin company.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh yeah. By the way, I forgot another side note of news. The Chiefs. There's a Chiefs tight end who's the first NFL player to convert his $929,000 salary to crypto.
I thought you were talking about Travis Kelce for a second.
No, that's not Travis. It's a backup. I forgot his name.
But like so many players are doing this now.
That's okay. I mean, Russell Okung, I think, did the same thing. Offensive lineman, I think he did the same thing. So
do you think like Bitcoin's the future? Like
yeah,
these dollars.
Yeah, I think the dollar is gonna be gone soon. So, but yeah. But anyways, with Mike McCarthy, they're probably gonna win 8 games because it's Mike McCarthy because he just wastes his talent. You know, Aaron Rodgers wasted him. So yeah.
And Brett Favre.
So what do you think, Mo? 8 wins or 7 wins? Like, what are you thinking?
Probably like 8 wins. I mean, that defense is still so bad. It's probably gonna take a few years to like get settled.
I give it about a year or two. I give it about a couple of years, honestly, for the defense to actually be decent. So
when was the last time the Cowboys even had like a good defense?
I would say the last time they had a good defense was when they made the playoffs that one year when they played you guys and they had the Dez catch.
Oh, 2014.
Yeah. I thought their defense
that was a good year. That was a fun year for football.
Dez, do you think Dez caught it?
No.
I think he caught it.
No. Okay. He did not catch the ball. Okay. He didn't have full possession of the ball. So you, the dumb Cowboy idiot fans, and everyone else who says it's a catch are morons. It's not a catch.
Okay.
I mean, another thing, even if it was a catch, the Packers still would have won.
All right. I mean, yeah.
Because it's Aaron Rodgers owns the Cowboys.
He does own the Cowboys.
I think he's undefeated in his career against the Cowboys.
That's funny.
And all the wins are clutch wins.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I was thinking when the schedules come out, do you want to make predictions for schedules coming up?
Yeah, we could do that.
I think that wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know if you want to.
The Packers are playing the AFC North, so we're gonna have to play the Ravens.
I don't know if you want to start with A. We want to go from A to Z, or do you want to go from we just pick a random one, or we pick the toughest one and we just move down to this?
Right, we'll do A to Z.
Okay. All right. Well, but yeah, man. I mean, I have the Cowboys going A&A. They're Mike McCarthy sucks. I'm sorry. He's just so bad. I don't understand Jerry Jones sometimes. But yeah, man. This is the end of episode 24. Are you ready for draft night?
Yes, I'm excited.
I am excited too. Please follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Listen to us on Spotify. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Links will be down below. I'm Omar.
And I'm Mo.
We will see you guys on Friday.